second singles match featured Simona Halep making her 5th appearance at the championships, taking on Canada's Bianca Andreescu making her debut.
I think a lot of people were looking forward to this matchup. Of course, Andreescu, a lot of Romanian heritage, was there until she was about 10 years old. This first set, I tell you, Andreescu was on fire, showing her variation with getting the ball off the court, her power, her slices. But then this is match point right here. Halep, so close to the lines there with that backhand, was bold, and it paid off to keep her in the match, and in the tiebreak we go. And a little smile here from Halep, because Darren had come on court and said, you got to go for your second serve. And that was really a puffball, but it paid off the change of pace. In the third set, it's Andreescu with a big backhand, but Halep, great anticipation and hands, Jimmy, with that flick up the line and gets her to match point where she started to serve better. Halep has not played a lot of tennis since winning Wimbledon. Hasn't had a lot of success in the last 3 months, so yes, it was all heart to get herself back in that match and take the victory.
13 breaks of serve in 30 total games. Here's Halep on the tough one.
It was a very tough match. I knew that she's a great player and she's playing till the end without giving up. So I had to fight. I didn't play so much since Wimbledon, actually. And I'm a little bit dead, but I have time tomorrow to recover. And I'm happy that I could win finally a match in the WTA finals.
All right, so here are the updated standings in Shenzhen. All 8 players now have played 1 match in the round robin. Halep and Svitolina win today, so they lead the purple group. Ash Barty and Naomi Osaka posted wins on Sunday, so they sit atop the red group. Everybody else going to have to play some catch-up from here. You mentioned during the highlight that Darren Cahill came out and really calmed Simona down and then encouraged her to be more aggressive. I don't want to overstate the impact that a coach can have, but since Darren came back full-time, it seems like she's maybe a little more at ease, right?
I think on the WTA Tour, where you can coach during a match, unlike the ATP Tour, where you're not supposed to coach, even though occasionally coaches yell things out. But when you can actually go on the court and talk to your charge, you can help them mentally. More so than, at that point, you're not telling them anything about their game. You're trying to calm them down, think properly. And in that case, he just wanted Simona to relax and play a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see Darren, first of all, back in the box, and that's nice for Simona. She feels so comfortable with him. He came down, and he was tactical. He wanted her to be more aggressive. He didn't feel like she was aggressive enough at the beginning stages, but of course, it's tough to do that when you're not confident. Simona didn't come in here with a lot of fresh wins as of late. But then he also said it's okay to back off now and hit a little bit more cross-court, hit your second serve. He said, even if you double fault, that's on me. But he just has a way with words and being very precise that I think makes her feel like she can fight. That's changed so much. This wasn't a match that Simona would have won 4 years ago. Very impressed with her composure because Andreescu brought it for that first set and a half.
She knows if she doesn't fight, if she gives up, Darren's going to quit. He did it once before after she gave up in Miami a couple of years ago. These are the feature matches for you tomorrow. We'll talk more about Barty and Osaka, the 2 women who've dominated the #1 ranking, a little bit later in the show. Kvitova, 2 times a champion against Bencic, who, Tracy, has played her best tennis this year against the best players in the world, just like the field in this tournament.
Yeah, Bencic is just not intimidated at all. I think she beat 4 top 10 players when she won in Dubai earlier this year. But she does struggle with Kvitova, which is a little bit of a surprise. I think she's down 4-1 in their head-to-head. Kvitova's got that great lefty serve, but Bencic is able to hit that backhand down the line or cross with hitting it so early. So it surprises me. This court is a little slower than the norm, and that to me would give the edge to Bencic. I think it is in Kvitova's hand because she takes such big cuts at the ball, though.
Do you think Bencic is a little Martina Hingis-y, the way she hits sort of her down-the-line shots actually go out of the court a little bit with some angle. It's amazing to watch. Not too many players can do that.
Well, it really shows what Melanie Molitor, who was the coach, obviously the mom of Martina and the coach of Bencic, how that has really played into the way that they hit even open stance on the backhand and on the rise.
A little more stick, maybe, than Hingis from Bencic overall?
Yeah.
All right, a lot of comparisons have been made over the years between those 2 Swiss stars.